Hey Canucks fans, I hope you are well. It is my birthday. I am 49 years young today. I know I still look good. I feel like crap though. I've had a fever for the past couple days and had to MC an event last night. So forgive me if my voice completely goes out in the middle of this video, but I still want to make this video and just talk about not my birthday, but talk about how excited I am right now for the Canucks. And I truly mean this. And I don't know if you're going to share my optimism or my hope or my positivity, and not just because it's my birthday, but because they actually have options. They have some wiggle room. They have some flexibility, all stemming from the buyout of Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Before I get into all that, reminder that tonight I'm doing a stream, as long as I'm still alive, at 11 p.m. Whether it's you call it my birthday stream or just an update. I had to cancel Tuesday nights because I went to bed early. So yeah, I hope you join me tonight at 11 p.m. for my live stream. Okay, let's talk about why I am excited. Okay, now that I think about it, maybe excited is a bit strong of a word, but I gotta admit I'm a lot more excited than I was at this time last week. We know that Oliver Ekman-Larsson got bought out on the Friday, so last week was Thursday, so this was before that. And before that buyout, the Canucks aren't going to be able to do anything. They can't sign any free agents. They have to get really creative in the trade market, but they're really going to have no leverage or no bargaining power. And then really, I think the only intriguing thing about the next couple of weeks was going to be the draft. Now, I think it's going to be a really good, crazy week next week. You have the draft on Wednesday and Thursday, so June 28, June 29. Then you have the qualifying, deadline, the qualifying offer deadline of June 30. And then you have free agency opening up on July the 1st. So you have 4 days of pretty exciting stuff happening next week. So I guess right off the bat, if you had to pick one, are you more excited about the draft and who the Canucks might pick at number 11? Or are you more excited about the free agency and who the Canucks might actually pick up in free agency? I guess you can add a third. Or are you more excited about the trades that the Canucks may make? But there's really no time, whereas we have definite dates for the draft and for the start of free agency. We certainly don't have a definite deadline or a timeline for trades. So that might be a little bit harder to gauge. But yeah, tell me what you're the most excited about. Is it the draft? Is it the start of free agency? Or is it some, hopefully, activity on the trade market? Let's talk about all three of those things really quickly. And again, I'd say the buyout of OEL, it doesn't affect the draft because we were still going to draft number 11, or at least start with the number 11 pick. But the buyout of OEL does add a lot more flexibility when it comes to obviously signing free agents, and when it comes to having a bit more bargaining power, a bit more leeway when you're making trades. But we talk about the draft, and the Canucks, presuming they stay at number 11, they're going to have a lot of players at the disposal. Is it going to be one of the right shot D-man in Reinbacher, in Willander, in Sandin Pellikka? Is it going to be the left shot D-man in Simashev? So those are the four really defensemen that are kind of up on people's draft boards. Will those guys get picked high because they're such a premium this year? There's more centers and wingers, less defensemen. So will those defensemen get picked higher, almost get their draft status inflated because of that, because of the scarcity? Then hope you guys don't mind the shadow effect on my face today. Are you going to take one of the centers? Are any of them going to fall? And then if we know that guys like Bedard and Fantilli and Carlson and probably Michkov, even though he's very, very, very intriguing, and Will Smith. So those are 5 guys that are the consensus top 5. Then there's 4 defensemen I talked about. Then there's still guys like Moore and Leonard and Benson. Really intriguing guys that are out there. Cody Barlow is another name. You have Nate Danielson, whose name is making the round. So there's already 12 guys I just mentioned. I'm sure I'm missing a few others as well. Gabe Perreault. So there's about 12 or 13 guys where I'd be fine if the Canucks took, but obviously they got to see what happens before that. Will they trade up? I doubt it. I don't think they have the assets to trade up. Will they trade down? Only if it helps them get out of a tougher contract. So that's the draft. Now we're talking about free agency, and with free agency is very interesting because the free agent crop isn't as star-studded or as big as it has been in other years. So does that mean it artificially drives the prices of these players up? Now, we've talked a few times about options for third line center, whether it's a Pia Suter, whether it's Alexander Kerfoot, whether it's David Kampf. There are some options that way, Teddy Bluger. They're all kind of cheaper options. Then there's also, we're talking about defensemen, and Carson Soucy's name, big left shot D. His name has come up a lot recently. So you have guys like that. And then Luke Shen, of course, is he going to stay in Toronto? Would he entertain a return to Vancouver? So on the free agent market, the names aren't big. That means they're going to be more in demand, the guys that are good. And will the Canucks dip their toe into that? Because remember, they have $7 million of cap space. Some people say, well, don't spend all that $7 million. I think they will, though. I think they'll spend most of it because they're trying to improve as opposed to stay stagnant. Then on the trade front, this is where it gets interesting. You have all the guys in Calgary, including Noah Hannafin, that likely won't want to sign an extension. I've heard Andrew Peake's name. I've heard Brett Pesce's name. These are all guys that all have at least 1 year left on their contract. They're a little bit more expensive, but is that something that the Canucks can facilitate if they get rid of one of their higher priced wingers through trade or whatever it may be? So I guess my point is this. At least on June 22nd, looking ahead to the draft and looking ahead to free agency, at least we can actually look and touch. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. We can actually see a path forward where we can sign some new players and not just be sitting on the sideline as spectators. Last thing I want to bring up is Ilya Mikheyev. He's almost like a free agent signing to me because we know he got injured in preseason and was never himself. We never saw the true Ilya Mikheyev. So hopefully that is a kind of like a bonus that we're not expecting. And of course, we saw 4 games of Philip Hronek. Can't wait to see what he does as well next season. So not only is it going to be the players that we add, I don't think our 11th overall draft pick is going to make the lineup this year, but you never know. And then, of course, anyone we pick up in free agency and in the trade market, and then guys like Mikheyev and Hronek, who we barely saw last year. So Canucks fans, once again, what are you most excited about? Is it the draft on Wednesday, Thursday? Is it free agency that opens up on Saturday? Or is it the potential for trades and a remodeling of this roster throughout the summer? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll pick up this conversation tonight on my live stream at 11 p.m. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for always supporting me on this channel. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a tip, become a member, upgrade your membership, and definitely leave a comment with what you are excited about, if you're excited, over the next 7 to 10 days for the potential for the Vancouver Canucks to reshape their roster. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.